Ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome back. We are excited to have our guest from last week, actually. Wasn't enough time, and we just had so much more to share with you. And so we welcomed her back again. Carrie, how are you? Looking gorgeous again.
Oh, thank you.
So we were talking about the beautiful story about your overcoming of drug addiction, all the things that you've been involved in.
Just kind of taking you back a little bit at the 4.5 months, because they were trying to get her to make that 5 months.
Gotcha.
So we were right at the edge of it. But I can remember even during the miracle process, it didn't stop there. I remember neurologists and different doctors were getting involved, and they started to discuss her learning abilities, that she would be behind the rest of her life.
And that kind of makes sense too, because, born 4.5 months, you're thinking everything is not developed as fast, but little do we know, this Jennifer got different plans.
Come on now.
I mean, she's actually brilliant.
Yeah.
I know Jennifer, we work together, and I kind of grabbed her on as my special one.
Watch it.
And we joke. I know, Mama. and we joke a lot and everything. But I the first time I thought about guests for the show, she came to my heart, because what I always want her to do is to continue with her gift, with her talent. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she'll go, what? And I'll try to encourage her and everything. And then I saw some of her stuff that she did, and I was just so enthused. I was like, what?
She's special.
What? And this is before I knew anything.
Wow.
Before I knew anything. And so I think that's the part of being a mother and having the struggle, but yet putting all you can in this child to grow up, to actually live out her purpose and plan.
Yes.
I'm just moved by that.
And you know what, Jennifer is so special. Even growing up, we couldn't understand it then. Mm-hmm. But now, this journey walk that we're on, God was keeping my baby.
Yes, he was.
from parties and drinking and drugging and clubbing and, excuse my expression, hoeing, however you want to look at it. God kept my baby. And even in the Christian academy she was attending back then, private school, and we were receiving these awards because I relocated to Arkansas for 15 years. But I remember her at the ceremony. They would say, Jennifer received this award, and she would go down and get that one. Then they called her name again, and she'll go down and get that one. But this particular last award she received right here has never been given. And we want this person. Now, I'm thinking it's not my daughter because she had enough. Okay. But she has laid the path out for so many. And at this time, for your character, your poise, your behavior, your grades, Miss Jennifer Brown, come on down and receive the Principal Award, the first award ever given from this Christian school. And I'm just in awe watching her receive this award.
I'm just going to tease her from now on. I'm like, Jennifer Brown, can you come do this assignment here at the job? Jennifer Brown. See, you gave me some ammunition.
And going back to say that they said she'd be behind, she's always been ahead. She's always maintained a 3.9 grade point average. She we relocated to Arkansas, and when she graduated from high school, she graduated with a 4.0 out of 175 students, ranking number 3 highest, and she graduated summa cum laude.
That's it.
On top of that.
That's it.
So you can't beat God.
You can't beat God.
You can't beat God. And I am truly grateful for what he's doing in her life and what she's doing now. She has lived up to what God has given her, miracle joy.
Right. And one thing I know is that she knows what she wants. She can care less about what you think of her.
That's
I love that character.
That's my baby.
She's like,
that's true.
So I'm excited. True. So when we're going to actually experience, I know you've been you're way more than a motivational speaker, just an overcomer and everything like that. You've been in the business too.
I wear many hats.
And did Jennifer get into that because of you?
Yeah, I never forget. I was playing the piano at home, and Jennifer had to be about, I want to say 11, 12. She said, Mom, I can do that. I said, oh, girl, and I'm playing. And I said, okay, and I got up from the bench. Honest to God, she picked it up. Not only did she pick it up, but she was playing better than I was. And I play by ear. Not only did she play by ear, but she went and she started doing music, took up music in school. She started reading music. I remember going to her opera recitals and sitting at the piano, upright and just playing and singing in different languages. So she's very instrumental. She's gifted. Above all, her writing, her music writing, it brings me to tears. And she's so humble and quiet about it.
Does she ever ask you about your addiction, or did you ever be concerned that maybe she might tap into that? Or I know you said that God had her, and that's a great thing, but did you ever waver in that area?
I did. I mean, I think every mother, wants the best for their child and their children. And not to forget, I can never ex my other daughter. I have two beautiful, beautiful ladies, I can say today, women. Vanessa, she's a massage therapist, and she has her own business as well. Touch from Heaven.
Nice
I love it. Touch from Heaven.
Touch from Heaven is the name of it.
I love it.
All right.
And I, every parent wants the best for their children, and she's just always been that type. She's never touched drugs. She's never drank. She's just been that one out of that circle.
She's also has a praying mom.
That's it. Prayer changes things.
It does. Your testimony is just, and I hope that in this interview that someone can, I always believe that there's no mistake. If you tune into this channel and you see two ladies sitting here, that there's a reason why, and that God will minister you through her story. And I just like to thank you. So we want you guys to stay tuned, because we'd really like to meet Jennifer. Would you?
I would love for you all to meet.
So she brought her along, and we're going to have her actually minister to us through song. And we're going to hear, is this a song she wrote, or is this something?
This is a song that she written, and I'll never forget. I was at my lowest point at one time. I was even thinking about taking my life.
Yikes.
And I'll never forget.
Hey, we know.
And it's called Original.
It's called Original.
And it definitely was.
So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to come back. We're going to meet. We're going to hear. And we're going to be ministered to by Jennifer Brown, the daughter of Carrie Mays.
HBN has a new attitude. We are changing, growing, and expanding to fit your style. The groove is on. Our program lineup is carefully crafted to meet the whole family's need. It is guaranteed to entertain, empower, edify, strengthen, and build its audience. Our shows are unique, cutting edge, and innovative to soothe your soul. Watch talk shows, cooking shows, fitness, family movies, travel, outdoor, and most of all, anointed ministries such as Rejoice, God's Faithful Disciples, Sid Roth, Manifest, and Joyce Myers. Picture TV on channel 35.2. Program your Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Download our apps for iOS and Android. Log on to our website. Whatever you have to do, don't miss out on the excitement and be a part of the movement. HBN TV, the voice of Jesus Christ, providing wholesome programming to its community.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Jennifer Brown.
I recited this at 9 years old on behalf of my mother. Kidnapped by Lafayette Turner. Mama's been kidnapped 5 years ago today. I know Mama's close, but she seems a million miles away. Mama's been kidnapped. No one to tuck me in. When Mama was taken hostage, it left me without a friend. Mama's been kidnapped. For home cooking, I yearn. Every night I pray for Mama's safe return. Mama's been kidnapped. Bills go unpaid. Mama's captors receive my welfare aid. Mama's been kidnapped, so I must do her part. Since Mama is gone, I must love her with all my heart. Mama's been kidnapped. One day I will set her free. When crack kidnapped Mama, it also kidnapped me. You are not a mistake or something that happened by chance. You are here within your lies something so special that the world needs to know. Find a mirror, look at yourself. You're something original. There's no one else like you in this whole world. You're something so beautiful. You have so many dreams. Be what you want to be. Don't let anyone stop you from dreaming. No precious treasure inside. Don't be the one who hides it. 'Cause the world won't ever know of something original. Original.
It's something original.
So find a mirror, look at yourself. You're something original. Be just who you are. You are a work of art. You're something original.
You're something original. You're something original.
You're something original. You're something original.
Hi, Jenny. Hi. Can I have a hug? Yes. You're something original. I'm singing that song all day long. Give me a hug. I love you
yes.
guys.
Oh, love you too.
That is awesome.
Thank
Hey, did you wrote that?
Yes.
And so when you played Jennifer, what was the inspiration on actually writing that?
I actually wrote it for my sister, my baby sister. She said, "Hey, I don't feel like I'm beautiful." And later on, I realized a couple of maybe like months later, I realized I wrote it also for myself.
Carrie, how do you feel about seeing this now, not 4.5 months, but
Yes.
absolutely
I'm
beautiful
proud.
young woman?
I'm looking at a blessing. I'm looking at a miracle, a proud parent, a proud mother that is just blessed and grateful and thankful.
And Jennifer, what are your future plans? What do you want to do with your future? And where do you see yourself, years from now? This is a gift.
Well, I'm working on my current EP, and for future, I plan to write for a TV film. I would like to work with Celine Dion, David Foster, Jesse J. I would like to work with Toni Braxton, all these big people I've always admired since I was a kid.
You know who else?
Shania Twain.
Deirdre Weston, remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I would love to work with those artists. I would love to work with Tyler Perry, maybe, help score a film or something. I would love to, do something in that capacity, maybe do something with Broadway. I'm into the arts heavily. So if any way I could, be of help, I would love to do that, to write, to contribute something to the world. Music is a universal language.
Yes.
And I feel like you can reach a lot of people with music. You don't have to speak the same language, but you can hear it, and it just touches people wherever they are. You could be high or low.
And Carrie, do you guys actually sing together a lot, or is it something?
We do in passing. We just worked recently on a project in the heart of Compton. And we came together and we worked on some projects with some underprivileged children right there, I believe. Where was the location? In Compton? Watts. So forgive me, Watts. And that was a success. She's a heck of a writer. And I just look forward to great things. She did another writing for domestic violence and wrote the song. And they were able to perform off of her song.
I love it. Can you take us out with that so I can sing a little tune? Come on, Carrie. Let's sing a little. Can I sing a little bit? Come on.
All right.
Okay.
The miracle part at the end. I like that.
You're something original.
ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you have been just so entertained and just so motivated. I have been. I mean, these are two great people. And then we just want to just make sure that we don't miss anything. So, Carrie, I just want to thank you, number one, for just coming on and spending time. I mean, in this day and time, the way the world is going right now, people need hope. And you were talking about hope, and you took hope from the bottom and brought it up. And this is hope sitting in between us. And I just wanted to say thank you for that. And Jennifer, I just wanted to say, I really believe that you are more gifted and talented than you actually know. And I believe that God is moving through you. And we actually talked about this. We're co-workers, and so we work together, and I walk past her and I go, Jenny on the block, what you doing with your gifts? What you doing with your gifts? And you go, well, how do I say, what else are you doing? But we also want to be accountable.
That's right.
You know, if you have accountable friends that say, hey, what are you doing? Hey, you should be doing. That's important in this day and time, because we get all tied up into what's going on in the world that sometimes we don't remember what it is that we're here for. And even at our age,
that's right.
We could probably say, well, you're older, your gifts and I'm still looking. I'm still trying to find other things and ways where I can become. I just want to share one of the things that I say every day, and this is literally every day. I say, let my light so shine before men that they will see your good work and glorify you.
Yes.
And in that, I'm walking as if I am, a representation of God. Yes. And so I just wanted you guys to share your last thoughts on just, what it is that, how are you continually to push your purpose and plan through? What are you going to do now? And what do you suggest other people do that's stuck? That's a good question, I know.
That is a very good
It's a loaded potato.
Yes, it is. It's a loaded potato. I would probably say the first thing, which is probably the main thing, is you're going to face challenges.
Absolutely.
With whatever you want to do in life. And you have to learn how to have a laser focus. Like a real laser focus. There's going to be a lot of naysayers. There's going to be people who are not going to believe in you. I remember I had this really well-known producer tell me, your voice is not good enough. Wow. Your music is not good enough. And that
but you've worked with some great people too, though, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
It have probably encouraged you more.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I have. I've been in the company of a lot of great people. Lionel Richie, Howard Hewitt.
So otherwise, the voice that was the naysayer voice was not strong enough.
Yes.
It was more stronger with those who have encouraged you to
Yes.
be. And I hope that this opportunity for you to be able to see what she's done is going to inspire you. Is going to inspire you. So next time I walk past you, welcome, say, Jenny on the block, what you doing?
I'll say greater things.
Yes. That was great advice. That was great advice. And I just hope that, you would challenge me too. Because you probably think that, no, I'm not there. I'm totally not there. And I'm totally looking for, God to continue to expand in my life too. And through the stories that, when I look at you, I'm amazed. I'm just amazed. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at her. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at her. I'm like, really? This is what God has done. And this is a testimony. And I know that you out there will have a testimony too. And Carrie, just to wrap it up a little bit, what would you say to an audience that may happen upon this show?
Well, first of all, I have to pay tribute to my mother. She's a praying lady. Prayer changes things. And if there's anyone out there that's down and distressed and feel like there's no hope at all, never, ever give up on that person, that husband, that wife, that child, because I'm telling you, prayer will change it. And it's keeping me, because I've never looked back since. It was mornings I wake up in the crack house right now. I would probably leave her and go, but God has kept me. I would almost, 37 years?
36.
36 years, free from crack cocaine. And if anybody's ever touched it, they say once you go.
That's what I heard.
Crack is whack, but at the same time, you go, it ain't no coming back.
Whoa.
But I thank God that I beat the statistics, and against all odds, I made it. So anybody can do it. You got to believe and never, ever give up on them. Never lose hope. Because my mother never gave up on me.
Right.
And above all, God. He just never gave up.
Right, and I think that everyone has a story. You know, maybe it might be not as deep. I mean, in my life, I've been through some challenges. I mean, it's not important right now. Maybe one day I'll get into that.
Yeah.
But the challenges that I went through wasn't a cross of crack cocaine, but it was an emotional and a thing that I went through where I was at my darkest. And if you don't have God, you're not able to pull yourself out of that. But you also need people looking on the outside that can say, hey, come on, you know, you I didn't miss it. Jenny on the block, I didn't mean to mess you up. But anyway, but you need to be able to have others to inspire you. But like she said, some people said, what, you wouldn't make it. I don't really get how anyone can come to someone and say that your voice is not good enough or you can't. I'm totally, but that's a devil's plan to, you know, the crack cocaine, but that's a devil's plan because what if you would have taken that to heart?
Yeah, so true.
Do you understand? If you would have taken that to heart, then we probably wouldn't be here today listening to the voice of a song that you wrote or even Mom here to talk about how this all came about. I'm messed up.
And might I add?
Yes.
I've had people tell me, you know, you never could do this, Carrie. This can be done. Even all of the facilities that were built, the after-school drug diversion programs that I was able to start in the Hope, Arkansas. I mean, these were people saying, can be done. They wouldn't help me. But one day, it has to take a made-up mind, regardless of the obstacles. Because even then, when I wanted to start the drug diversion program, everyone turned me down. Every door closed.
Yes, that sounds familiar.
I walked to the courthouse. I went up those stairs, didn't even know the judge name, but I looked at the pictures on the wall and I found the judge I was able to see, and I walked up those stairs and I introduced myself and I said, this is who I am. I promise you, he pulled this drawer open, never met me before in my life,
right,
and gave me the keys to City Hall and said, go start your business. And let me tell you, he wasn't black either. And we was back south. So don't tell me what God can't do.
You got to start something.
And I started the program, and God is blessed. In a little town called Hope.
And Carrie, how can we reach you? Like, what are your future things that you're doing? Is anything that we can?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. I'm working on a huge project in the city of Inglewood.
Okay.
I'll be launching that Women's Empowerment Conference. This will be my third one. And
Women's-
we'll be launching Women's H2H.
Okay.
Hurting to healthy women.
Oh, wow.
Hurting women turn their pain into power. Letting you know that I'm out there making a difference, making noise.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
And Jennifer, what's your next plans?
Man, I'm gonna get my music out to anybody who wants to listen to it, get it in movies, get it on commercials, get artists to sing it. Heck, I'll sing some of it. Like
Sing some.
Yeah. I want the world, it's time for the world to hear what I have.
Have you been inspired by this show?
Yes, I have.
Yes,
I have.
you gonna tell
Thank
them,
you for the
you gonna
opportunity.
tell them that you was nervous?
Yes, I was nervous.
She's nervous, and she's
I was nervous.
but you feel better now, right?
Yes.
It didn't hurt?
No.
Okay. But ladies, thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
I love you. Thank you so much. And I hope that you just enjoyed this time. And this is not the end. We're going to come back with more episodes and more things that you can share and that you can grow. And Gift on Fire is going to be on fire continuously. And we hope that you will be here and back with us again. And once again, I thank you guys. And I just want to say so happy.
Thank you.
And keep going. We want to hear from you.
Yes.
We want to hear from you. And we'll probably have you back. Would you come back?
Would
you come back?
Of
All right.
course.
All right. And we go back with another song?
Maybe, yes.
All right. What's the song? Let's sing it. Come on.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, oh, something original.